Right guys, I'm back again with some bullshit. Hip dips part 2. If you haven't seen already, I've already made a video in the past about hip dips and my thoughts on hip dips and the whole trend. I guess this is how much I hate this trend. Who came up with it? Who actually came up with it? Alright. Let's explore that first. So, how did hip dip trend actually come about in the first place? So, firstly, social media influencers and models. I'm not here to put blame on anyone, but I'm trying to explain where it came from. So, generally speaking, most women have hip dips and men have hip dips too. You get a lot of these pictures online of these perfect females, perfect women on social media. How did all of a sudden all of those women end up not having hip dips when it's natural to have hip dips? It's the most natural thing ever. They're mostly surgery and Photoshop. So if you look at these women, they're not naturally like that. Most of them anyway. I mean, there might be one or two out of a million that might generally not have hip dips. Or there are a few poses that people can do to make it seem like they don't have hip dips. So they might stand to the side a little bit. Like they won't stand straight on. So, and like when you just put your hip like that in a picture, it looks like you haven't got hip dips. And anyone can make it seem like they haven't got hip dips in pictures. It's not the hardest thing in the world. Even if you don't have surgery, you can Photoshop it, or you can be in a position or angle that doesn't look like you have hip dips. You've seen online that these women have got perfect curves, no dips, no nothing, no imperfections, and a lot of women want to be like that, and I find that very dangerous. It's not good for your mental health to try and be like these social media influencers that don't even look like themselves in real life. And I'm not saying it to throw shade or throw hate on anyone. Why are you trying to look like people who don't even look like themselves? And even if they do look like themselves, why are you trying to look like them in the first place? You've got to ask yourself this question. Why are you trying to look like someone that is not you? I just think there's always going to be another trend. I touched on this on my previous video, but there's always going to be another trend. There's always going to be another beauty standard that you're going to have to live up to. You're going to have to live up to. You don't have to live up to it at all if you don't want to. There's just always going to be another trend, and you're going to be stuck in the flow of social media trends for the rest of your life. Come on, man. Seriously. What I'm trying to say is, don't get caught up in the flow every time there's another trend on social media, because how far are you going to take it with the trends? The trends are never going to end. They're never going to end. So where do you put the line? That's what I want to ask you. Where do you want to put the line? Social media has no lines. There will be another trend. It doesn't matter. It doesn't care about anyone's lines. It doesn't care about boundaries. It doesn't care about mental health. It doesn't care. Where is your line? Are you gonna be stuck in the flow of trends for your whole life? Or are you gonna do your own thing and just accept what you have?